I feel like nowadays we spend so much of our time worrying about what other people think of us, how we look, what we say, whether, we made a fool of ourselves in that one moment last week. We replay conversations in our heads. We cringe at that one moment, something that we did years ago. And then we convince ourselves that everyone else is pretty much doing the same thing, judging us, watching us, analyzing us. Shout out to George Orwell, Big Brother is watching you. But the truth is, people don't really care as much as we think they do. They really don't. I realize that most people are too busy thinking about their own mistakes, worrying about their own insecurities, and living inside their own heads to really spend that much time thinking about yours. And that awkward moment you keep replaying in your head, it probably barely registered to anyone else. And even if they noticed it in the moment, they probably moved on way faster than you think. It's kind of freeing when you realize that, because so much of our worry actually comes from this belief that the spotlight is always on us, that everyone is watching. But in reality, everyone's living their own lives. Everyone is carrying their own worries, their own relationships, their own deadlines, their own late night thoughts. You're not the main character in their story. You're just a side character that just comes and goes. It's like you're an NPC. And that's not depressing. It's liberating. There was one time when I was in high school, I just came back from the field trip from my class. I was in this environmental science class. And I came back from a field trip and I had to, drop some kids at the pool. I had to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? And there was this fear that I had that when you're, in the bathroom, people might take pictures of you over the door, right? So what I did was I had to cover my thing with my t-shirt, not really realizing, anything's gonna happen. And then I came out of the bathroom, I was done with it. I went to my, last class of the day. I sat next to this girl. I didn't even realize, right? But the smell actually got on my shirt. I thought I was the only one that was smelling that thing. So I was like, oh, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And then later on, I didn't realize, my friend told me that she could actually smell the thing. Like she could actually smell the bathroom smell from me. When I was covering my thing with my t-shirt, the smell just got on it. You know what I mean? And it just didn't go away. That still haunts me because I firmly believe that I got away with it. That no one could notice it, but the girl who was sitting next to me did. What an L that I took, right? Every now and then, I still think about that story and it haunts me. It's unfortunate. I immediately thought that I was going to be made fun of, and everyone's just going to think that I'm this guy who smells like bathroom, like a toilet. Not even a toilet, you know what I mean? Like a dump. I don't know. And when you think about it, that's a long time ago. And I still might be embarrassed, but does she still remember? Like, does she think about that every day? She probably forgot about that after we graduated. Like, at this point, that thing was so insignificant to her that she probably even forgot about it. And just think about it. How often do you remember someone else's embarrassing moment? Not yours, theirs. Someone else's, maybe your friends. Most of the time, you laugh in the moment and then it disappears from your mind. But when it's you messing up, you carry it like a permanent stain on your identity. And that's the gap. Other people don't care as much. And realizing that, I think it lets you breathe a little bit easier. It's liberating because it means that you don't need to be perfect all the time. You don't need to hold back out of fear of embarrassing yourself. You don't need to rehearse every little thing you say. You can make mistakes, you can be awkward, you can stumble, and the world will just keep spinning. And that also changes how you see risk. How many times have you stopped yourself from trying something? Speaking up in class, posting that video, reaching out to someone you liked, just because you thought, what if they judge me? But if people don't care as much as you think, then what exactly are you afraid of? People just forget about things. Like, I even forget about the thing that I ate yesterday. Like, what did I do? You know what I mean? What did I eat? What was I thinking when I was doing that? Like, I can't even recall it. That's how easily people forget things. Maybe I'm being too extreme about it, but what could you do if you stopped worrying so much about what other people thought? How many chances would you take? How much freer would you feel? I might have made it sound like people are like goldfish. They forget things like 3 to 5 seconds later. No, it's not like that. People notice sometimes. People sometimes remember things that are, memorable. And people have their own opinions, but those opinions don't really last that long. And the right people, the only people that you should really care about and devote your energy in, they don't care about every little mistake that you made. They care about you being present, honest, and real. So the next time you catch yourself kind of overthinking, remind yourself this: people don't care as much as you think they do. And that's the exact reason you should give yourself permission to try, to stumble, and to live a little louder. I talk a lot about privacy in my content usually, how it's beneficial to, keep yourself more private. Some people with malintention might not forget about some things and they might watch you. At the same time, when you're consistent and you just do the things that you do and you show up every day, not really caring about what other people think, not overthinking what people will think of you, how people will judge you, how they will just analyze you, they might slowly stop caring because you're just kind of proving them wrong. You're showing them how consistent you are. You're not afraid to be seen trying. You're not afraid to be, I don't know, be seen as weird. People slowly lose interest in you. And in that way, people stop caring about you and they forget about you eventually. So just try things. Do things that you want to try despite what other people would say because it's all temporary. Like their hate, their jealousy, it's not going to last long. And when you just focus on yourself and just keep showing up. My whole life, I think I worried so much about what other people thought of me. So I never really try something grand. I didn't go out of my way or get out of my comfort zone because I thought I would be judged. But most of the time, they didn't even care about me. They didn't even care what I did. So just go for it. Go for the things that you want to try regardless of what other people think. None of those people that are jealous of you or that secretly have animosity in you, like they're not going to last long in your life. They're not going to be in your life forever. At some point, you will part ways. You'll stop caring about each other, or the distance, like the physical distance, might actually set you apart. So just go for things you want to go for. Stop caring about what other people think because they don't care as much as you think. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. I really, really appreciate everything. And I'm really thankful. I don't take anything that I have or, I don't know, any of you guys for granted. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.